Welcome to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, company-made, probability-based trading alert, technical analysis, and company philosophy. As you know, we are the most trusted source voted by you, the people, and blockchain technology and cryptocurrency breaking news and stock analysis on YouTube and in the crypto sphere. And we thank you for putting your trust and becoming members of Jabroni Killers to get the first mover advantage, to sidestep and audible to profitability, the market manipulators and fleece heist and shiest, the fleece heisters and shysters on your way to walking away with all the fucking money, right? Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. Sorry for the late first update, but I'm traveling again I'm traveling out of the greater Roseville metropolitan area in the great state of Michigan, right? And I'm headed back to the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois, right? Leaving the great state of Michigan in my home. But you can see Shiba coin. And just to show you guys I am traveling, I'm not lying. See that? It's a little windy, but no snow this time, and the snow on the side everywhere is melting because it's been quite warm the last day and a half. Right, so it's making my travel much easier than the last 4 months when I've been trying to get back and forth. It's been much more challenging than today. So this has been a nice change of pace. Although there have been about 25 cops, the Michigan State Police lining up, meeting their quotas, or coincidence that it's the February 28th, the last day of winter, right? And the last day of February, which just happens to be the last day of winter, and they are meeting their quotas by pulling people over, lining up on the freeway 10 deep, right? But they say they don't have a quota, but it just must be a coincidence that they're just nailing everybody, right? And the coins have had a little pump today. Fucking pothole. The coins have had a little pump today. You can see Shiba's up 4.5%. It's been up a little bit more than that at times today. I think it's been up 5 or 6%, maybe even 7. It's pumping up off the bottom of the green support zone, right? And it's moving up into the 50-day or 100-day moving average. It just got on top of the 50 in red, but they're still descending. So this is going to act as a lot of overhead resistance. It's going to take a lot to get it up into here and through it. But your moving averages in the 2 or 3 or 4 hour time frame are where you got to play in Shiba coin, and this is your underneath support where you got to bail, because we went over yesterday in that video what that black area means and what can happen if it doesn't hold where you're at now, right? If you look at the Dent's had a nice little pump too, 6%, 5.5 right now. I think it's been up as much as 6%, right? And if we look here, we bounced out of the last line of we bounced out of the shithouse. That's the shithouse. Dent was the first one to make an appearance from way away from the shithouse a few months ago and actually touched the shithouse, bounced off it like it was on fire because nobody wants to be in the shithouse, right? And now you're coming up to the 200 or the 50, the 100-day moving average in blue, and it's getting rejected and wicked down a little bit. And now you got to try to fight through these. But again, just fucking potholes. Jesus Christ. Just like back here, the moving average chopped it down. It fought through here, but the moving average still chopped it down. It lost all of its steam trying to come out. And you see how choppy it got when it came on the flip side. That's bearish when you get choppiness like that, right? And now you're coming around the other way, and you're meeting not only the moving averages, but all this resistance right here, right? Which is why the moving averages are lined up there. So it's gonna, you gotta watch and be very cautious and see how this pumps and interacts with the moving averages, right? Fucking it's like dodging fucking, these roads are just horrendous. It's like fucking, it's like you're in a war zone. And then if you blow your shit out in one of these fucking potholes, the state don't pay for it, even though your tax money essentially paid for them to build these shitty roads to blow out your fucking tire, right? It's fucking bullshit. That's why I drive a truck, so we can hit a few of these motherfuckers and be all right. We get a couple mulligans in a truck. In a car, you get no mulligans. You get your car blown up. That's your fucking mulligan, right? You can see Bitcoin's up, Ethereum's up. We're just gonna do the quick rundown, and then I gotta work. I got bowling tonight, so tomorrow is gonna be when we get some really good updates, because I'm just gonna have very limited time today. And even though it ain't snowing today, these roads are so fucked up that it's impossible I mean, this is insane. This should be a nice, smooth ride. And it is not a nice, smooth ride. I mean, it looks like fucking a bunch of retards built this fucking road. Jesus fuck. Why are you swerving? I don't know. To dodge this shit. Look at this. They just patched that one, this part, thank God. But look at that bullshit. This is what you get when governments try to do anything, right? Look at these potholes. Fucking huge. And this is good right now compared to what the fuck it just was. But I'm sure we'll get into some shittier big pothole there, right? I'm sure we'll get into some shittier ones real quick as I give you a live fucking look what I'm looking at. Yeah, these roads are getting, but you can see all the big, look at those. Look at how gapped out that fucking road is. They're huge fucking holes. I know it's hard to see on here, but they're fucking 8 inches deep. But those were all in the middle of the road just now that I was trying to dodge over there. Which every time there's a slight curve in the road gets shitty. So we'll see right now real quick. See if we can't find some more massive fucking potholes. Instead of those cops fucking giving speeding tickets, they should be reporting potholes to the useless fucking road department to throw some of this garbage on top. So the next time it rains, it all comes unglued, right? That's what they fucking should be doing because it's a fucking joke. Tiny doesn't approve of this. See, Tiny's here. Tiny drives with me. Tiny, see him? Tiny drives with me to Illinois, and he don't fucking approve of these roads, right? Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing cannot get the roads fixed for you, but we can help you sidestep the potholes, right? And give you a nice road map where they're all at on I-94 westbound, because I travel quite frequently, right? But let's look at what we got going on here. I got sidetracked as I digress. I get sidetracked sometimes, right? So you just gotta kind of have to deal with that. But you can see, come on. And then the shit fucking loves to do this bullshit. Just fucking come on there like you always do. So, then if we look at Ethereum, what it did today was you had that bounce that we were talking about yesterday. Just like all these other coins are all in the same field. Like if we rotate through, Bitcoin's doing a similar bounce, right? And coming up to support and resistance. XRP's on support, right? XLM, it's just bounced off support. Algo is coming up to its first resistance in the 2-hour time frame after bouncing off some underneath support. I'm driving, I can't scroll down, but there was underneath support down there, and you can see now it's bounced up a little bit and it's coming up to its resistance right here, right? And Algo, DGB is bounced off the bottom part of the orange zone, or the last line of defense, aka to the shithouse, and this bottom right here breached a little bit, so you know it's going to be bearish, but it bounced off that. Now you met your first overhead resistance in the 2-hour time frame. You got through the 50, you got through the 100, but then bam, got smacked down, right? Beat down right out of there. Fucking done. Hold on, more potholes. And then you got beat down and you're trying to hold it, but now you've breached all the moving average to the sell side of it, so it's bearish, and you might be coming back down for a double tap down there at the bare minimum. But DGB has hit some overhead resistance and it's been initially rejected. Cardano, it's coming up after you bounced off the bottom part of the last line of defense to the shithouse, right? And the get my shit together zone, the orange support box, right? You're now running up almost to the 200-day, just like DGB did back here, right? DGB got rejected. We'll see if ADA gets rejected. See how all these are in similar areas, no matter what coin you're on. Even Doge. Doge bounced off that symmetrical triangle after it broke down where that yellow arrow's pointed at the 14-cent blue ring, and we told you the 12-cent. That's why we had a price label down there was your next support. Bounced off that. It came up to the first 2 moving averages, and it's trying to pump up and do what DGB and a couple other one of these coins have done and get up to the 200-day and then see if it can't get on top of it. But so far, none of them have. Matic bounced off your support zone. Now it's coming up to the 200-day. We'll see what happens. So you can see in our rundown, in our crypto rundown, everything's sort of following the same path. XLM bounced. See that? We bounced off our support zone. And now what you need to see is, can you fight past the 50-day moving average underneath there and come up to the 200? But the 2 coins that have hit it, DGB and ADA, have both got rejected. So we'll see if XLM can get over that. And if you can get over that, you can come up here to the 22 cents. If not, you're going back to 17 at an initial bounce down, right? And then if you look at XRP, it's coming up to the 200-day right now, and it's trying to get over it. And if it can get over it, you can make a little bit more of a pump, But if you get beat down by it, that's going to be very bearish, right? Obviously, this guy didn't pay attention today to all the speed trapping, so we'll let him get out ahead of us and get pulled over, right? But if we can get out ahead of this, if we zoom into this coin, because this is more of an exciting one, we see where we zoomed out, get to the hour time frame, and then you can see now better. It's snuck up above that 200-day, but there's not a lot of volume. There's barely any volume higher than what there was when this move started, when it was going down. So that's bearish. But if it can continue to get some momentum, it can try to move up a little bit higher, maybe to that 75, 76, 77 cents. But it's not looking too good. But we'll keep an eye on it on this pump. Bitcoin got over that. It's meeting the orange ring. And that's going to be a very critical spot for Bitcoin. It's coming up to the orange ring and the blue ring that I got dialed down back there, because it makes it so hard whenever I want to talk about it to hit the fucking thing to make it bigger. But there's a blue ring right there, right? And that is your upper resistance with the orange ring, and it's trying to breach the orange ring and confirm a breakout of it with a little bit of a volume spike, but there's nothing really after that to sustain it. So we're going to keep an eye out on this and keep an eye out on all the coins. Become members of Jabroni Killers. Sidestep the criminal gangster cartel with the most trusted source for cryptocurrency and blockchain technology news and stock analysis. Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing and members of Jabroni Killers. Support the channel. Get educated. I got an hour and 20 minutes of new content on there with Fiscal and Monetary Policy Friday, episode 1 from last Friday, and episode 1 of Commodity Mondays. It was about a 20-something minute video. Very informative. I implore you to become a member of Jabroni Killers and get on board the Jabroni Killer membership. Pieces of love. Flood alert, Peoria, Illinois.